Good morning. What's going on, folks? Good morning. We got another day ahead of us. It's a Wednesday. I know, guys. This one feels like a long week. We're gonna get through it though. Don't mind me. I'm actually going. I didn't do coffee this morning, so don't mind me. I apologize. That'd be great if I was sponsored by Coca-Cola. Good morning. What's going on? Good morning. Happy Wednesday. Who's on? Good morning, folks. God bless. It's the warm-up. We warming up. I know I'm getting started a little late today, but it's okay. Gotta get it done now. I didn't want to wait too much longer. So, how's everybody doing this week on their goal setting? On getting stuff that they got to get done in the office. How are those things going in the workplace? It's always important. You want to keep your mind making sure that those priorities is done, man. Good morning, Al Sissy. Kind of freestyling this morning. I didn't write down a whole bunch today. I did write down a quote, so I do got a quote, and I still got the theme to share with you guys of the week. And there are a few other things I jotted down. But I am preparing to go to Jamaica for a few days. So, Sissy asked me, are we still going to have the warm-up while I'm in Jamaica? Yes, we are. At least for Thursday and Friday. And then next week I'll be, I'll be in Houston, guys. So I'll be doing most of these probably just on either on Facebook or on Periscope. Most likely still on Facebook. So we still gonna be here. We still got, the show must go on. I told you guys, I feel like I gotta get my day started like this. So I don't know if anybody is just like checking this out for the first time, the warm up. Basically, we just want to get our day started right. And my goal is to be really just like a motivating voice in the morning. Let's get up, guys. Let's get up and get out and do something positive with our day. Let's get something. Let's reach our goals. And a lot of this started kind of right towards the new year. So just to kind of bring everything back to that point, what we were focused on during that time was really people reaching their New Year's resolutions, because that's always a big one. And so for me, can you believe it? Martha Stewart tried to jump in my... God, these people got enough money. So what I really started trying to do was just, encourage everybody to get out there and have a good day. Because I know sometimes we wake up on the wrong side of the bed and we get off to a slow start and it's grueling and we got so much responsibility and nobody understands our pain. I get it. I really do, and imagine, I don't have kids. It's just me, So there's some of you guys are real heroes out there. Some of you moms, shout out to the moms. Shout out to the single moms holding it down, doing their thing, working 1 and 2 jobs, taking care of the kids, keeping her composure. That's how my mom was, man. Kept her composure the whole time. But yeah, so God knows you guys got a lot of things going on. Some people are still trying to just get through school. They've been, you've been in undergrad for 10 years. So what? Keep grinding. Keep going. I'm here to tell you, keep going. Because here's what else. Here's what else they don't tell you. And it is weird. I think in life, you kind of feel like once you get to a certain level, then everything is going to be okay. Like, oh, okay, I got to this level. This is where I'm supposed to be. And and I should be happy, right? And that's ideally, for one, I think happiness is definitely a choice, but I can tell you guys, drive doesn't necessarily stop. Hunger doesn't necessarily stop just because you actually get over the hill that you're trying to get over now. And you know, and I don't know. I don't know if I'm presenting it to you the right way. What I'm trying to say is that you might be going through something now, and you might not be happy where you are now. But once you get to that next level, chances are you're going to want to level up again. That's what I'm saying. You know, to simplify it, you're going to want to level up again once you get to a certain level. So what I'm saying is kind of get used to the cycle of having to grind your way back up to the next level. Having to, knowing that trials and tribulations are going to come because we've all been here before. And so that's my thing, man. Kind of take the grind on head on. You know, it's happening, guys. It's gonna be here. The bills is gonna be here for you. This Wednesday, right in the middle of the week, hump day gonna be here for you. Just to make you feel like you'll never get to Friday. But here we are. Like I always say on Wednesday, we're at the top of the hill, man. We're over the hill. This is the perfect time to figure out what else you got left to do this week in the office. Try to prioritize. What one or two things do you have to do? You know, this is my Friday, so it's a lot of stuff I have to get done before I go enjoy my time overseas. Let me say something about that trip really quickly. So I went to Dickinson College, which is a small school. It's in central Pennsylvania. And you could seriously, if anybody ever asked me, like, Dennis, man, how did you end up at Dickinson, man? How did you end up in the middle of Pennsylvania? I can really say I don't know, man. I know that the red and white drew me in. I definitely wanted to play football, but I mean, I think that some things are just meant to be, man. And I think God lined that up for me just right, and I got a chance to meet a great group of brothers, man, and we're going to spend some time together this weekend to celebrate a couple of our brothers that are getting married. So it's I'm looking forward to the trip. You got to have it. So, but here's the thing I said before, too, just about trips and about getting away and about having a good team and all the whole 9 yards. Sometimes you got to give yourself something to look forward to. This trip was planned a long time ago, and you know, and now it's here. You know, so sometimes, you know, people are like, I don't want people to think that I'm just jumping up, jet setting across the country, this and that. Half the time I go anywhere is for work travel. So, but seriously, man, you guys want to do stuff. You want to go somewhere later this year. Start planning now so that when the time gets here, it's seamless. Who's online? I want to say what's up to folks. Thank y'all for joining. Good morning. I want y'all to have a good day. Get out here and don't let the grind get the best of you. All right, couple themes of the week. I know I'm late, but like I said, I didn't really have too much of an agenda today. But I want to give it to you guys live sometimes. I want to just be able to talk. Heavy sneaker on the ground in Jamaica, man. We going with at least I think almost a dozen people. So it's gonna be a good trip. Look, guys, players win games, teams win championships. That's the theme of the week, and that's because it was Super Bowl week. Rest in peace, football season. It's over for now, folks. So we got to find other things to occupy our time. 15. So you got a whole team. But yeah, look, if you're like a football fanatic, a sports fanatic, and you don't, you know, that's really what you do. If you don't have any hobbies, now's a great time, man, to pick up a new hobby. I told you guys I'm going to start painting birdhouses, and I'm going to stick to that. I am going to do that. And when I get my first birdhouse painted, I'm going to show y'all. But it's a perfect time to pick up some new hobbies. Perfect time to join, like, maybe some rec football, some flag football, some pickup basketball. Get out there and run around, man. Don't look. We got to stay in shape, fellas. You got to be healthy in your 30s. Well, I'm in my 30s. So, here we go. A couple things I did write down. I wanted. This is something I wanted to do because I come from a small town, and I come from a town where everybody kind of knows everybody, and we have like what's called like, I think in my town in Paulsboro, we have local heroes. We got people that are like, you know, that have really been like just local heroes, just people that you look up to. You see them down the street. If you say in Paulsboro, if you see Kevin Harvey, like that's a legend, you know. So I want you guys to this week, you know, it's Black History Month. So a part of what we're doing is celebrate your local heroes, celebrate your family members, celebrate the people in your town. Look up your own town's local history. I know that, for example, Paulsboro wasn't always an integrated city or town. You know, Paulsboro used to be a segregated town. So, I mean, just learn things about your town when it comes to Black history. Look up your own family members and have them tell you the stories of their history, of their education, their walk, how they got to where they are today. My grandmother's told me about her education growing up and, you know, just the differences of that time. So I just want to remind people that we got history right at home. Everybody does. You know, I mean, every town is important in and of itself and has a history. And so kind of be mindful of that too, guys. Get to know your own local history, and shout out to your local heroes. You know, these people are, if you're growing up, sometimes you aspire to be somebody that was just somebody from the community, you know, and y'all know these people. So I just want you guys to keep that present on your mind during Black History Month. Don't forget where you come from in a literal sense, like your actual hometown. What did I put? Oh, I wrote something on here. And you know, I'll share that towards the end. All right. I got a Black History quote, and it's a simple one because it's really dedicated to you. And it's from, I think one of the world's favorite people, man. I think we love this guy. This quote is from Denzel. The lady says, "Zell." It's from Denzel. And a very simple quote, guys. Sometimes I got to give you the simple because the simple is what's going to stick to you throughout the day. So a simple quote that you can take, and the quote itself is simple, but then the message can run deep. You know, I think that's something that you can carry with you throughout the day. All right, very simple quote. Do what you got to do so you can do what you want to do. Come on, guys. It don't get no more simple than that. Listen, do what you got to do so you can do what you want to do. And here's the fun part about, the fun part about that quote. If you're grown, you're going to do what you want to do anyway. That's usually the way I see it. I think if you're grown, you need to go ahead and stop making a whole bunch of excuses for your actions. Stop looking for a whole bunch of validation in your actions. Just go ahead and do what you're going to want to do because you're going to do what you want to do anyway. I've learned that's how people are for the most part. And then they struggle and go through all this you know, back and forth on some decisions. You're going to do what you want to do. It's okay. You're your own person. Go. Dennis said you can do it. If anybody asks, I do what I want to do. Yes, you can. You're grown. But here's the thing. Are you doing what you got to do? You always going to do what you want to do. You always going to do what you want to do. I get it. You grown, right? Like, and that's how I am. I don't want nobody telling me what to do. You're not going to. But are you doing what you got to do so that you can really do what you want to do? See, the one is a given. The other is a necessity. The one is a given that you need to just go ahead and already stand firm in. I mean, I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I don't want anybody walking around thinking it's a bad thing to do what they want to do with their life. It's absolutely positive. It's an absolute positive. You need to stand firm in that. Don't ever let nobody tell you what it is you want to do. You're going to do what you want. But are you doing what you got to do? Let that sink in, man. Denzel sound like something Denzel would do. He said, sound like he'll say it to you real fast and look at you for a long time and stare at you afterwards. It won't say nothing else. Just wait for an answer. Do what you got to do so you can do what you want to do. Oh, man. So I wanted to share that with you guys, man. I think that was a great one. Okay. So here's the other thing I wanted to share with you guys. A couple other things. I'm building out this just then. All right, we got a quote. We got a quote in the comment box. This is why I love my followers. When people just share stuff. If you follow them on Periscope, comment. I wonder who's there. Dwight shared, live like no one else, so later you can live like no one else. Live like no one else, so later you can live like no one else. Dave Ramsey. And you know what's so dope about that quote? Because it only makes sense. You're the only you. You are the only you in the world. If you never let this sink in before, and trust me, I believe in role models. I believe in examples. I believe in templates. I believe in following the leader to some extent. I believe in these things. I believe in having, wanting to be like Mike. I want to be like your big brother or sister, or want to be just like your mom or dad. I understand these things. I really do. However, here's what you got to understand. Here's what you got to realize is so special about you, which is so dope about you, which is so great about you. You're unique. It's just one. Even if you're a twin, it's still just one of you. Even if you are a triplet, quadruplet, Kate plus 8, all them kids, everybody, each and every single one of you guys with life, man, y'all are individuals. Y'all have your own unique walk. So yeah, Dave Ramsey is right, man. Live like no one else, so later you can live like no one else. Yeah. And Dwight, he basically just talks about, hey, man, make the sacrifices. And what I think is a great example of that, Dwight, is simple one is, like I said, you make the sacrifice now. You make the sacrifice now or the investment. Let's not, see, sometimes it's our language, right? Let's get away from language that's off-putting. You don't say that you have a challenge. You say you have an opportunity. You feel me? Today I got the challenge of, trying to get this job. I got this job interview, blah, 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 so I got to go through that BS or whatever the case may be. Or I got to go down to the motor vehicles and X, Y, and Z. So, you could always say, well, I have the opportunity to get a new job today, and I got the opportunity to get my affairs straight with the law so I can drive my car and not have any problems. Sometimes it's our language. So, not a sacrifice, an investment. Not a challenge, it's an opportunity. You got to look at these things this way, man, because if you're going into it and you feel like it's a sacrifice, and I understand if it don't feel like a sacrifice, then is it really a sacrifice? Yes. I don't care what nobody else says. If you was doing it and now you can't do it because you want to do something else later, or you got to reallocate funds or whatever the case may be, yeah, it's a sacrifice. I get it. But really, really, and truly, if you can allow yourself to think in layers a little bit, it's really an investment in your future. So, yeah, absolutely. Dwight's preaching today in the comments, man. Look, we're going to do... Dwight's one of my brothers, man. We're going to do a joint warm-up when we're in Jamaica. We're going to get on here, and I'm going to introduce y'all to Dwight. And I want to do something like that anyway. I got some really good followers, people that check me out. I want to do like just like a shout-out profile on people that kind of follow me, man. Like, who are you guys? What do you guys do? My sister asked me the other day that one of her things now is asking people what do they do. And I used to think that... living in D.C., that's something that people do all the time. Well, what do you do? What do you do for a living? What do you do? But I think her approach is completely different. You know what I mean? And really what she was getting at is like, like, how are you fulfilling your day? Guys, like, seriously, like, how are you fulfilling your day? And some people, believe it or not, have some really dynamic jobs and careers. and they don't. They just really never have a chance to share what it is they do on like a larger scale. So I want to find a way to celebrate some people. So I'm gonna come up with something. I haven't thought of it yet, but I am. I'm gonna come up with something. So, look, man, be a support of each other, guys. Get out here, have a great week. What's up, Joey? What's going on? Thanks for joining. Joey put question marks up. Joey, it's the warm up. We're just trying to get our day started right. Just sending out some positive energy. Want y'all to go out there and just have a good day, man. Be a blessing to somebody. Let somebody be a blessing to you. Find yourself a good accountability partner. Make sure you get done what it is you got to get done this week. Remember, man, players win games, teams win championships. What's up, Unc? Yo, no problem. The quote of the day was, do what you got to do so you can do what you want to do. Oh, last thing. So I put up, I wrote on the wall, if you build it, they will come. Like I said, I got my This Just In page going. Y'all check it out, www.thisjustin.com. I'm working on it. I'm open to all feedback. I'm not a web developer, but, guys, I'm doing the best I can. So check that out. And if anybody wants to write or blog or anything like that, let me know. There's going to be some blog content on the website that won't be on my Facebook page or anywhere else. Other than that, guys, man, y'all have a good one. It's just Wednesday. Don't worry, man. Don't get too worried. Don't get too caught up and hung up on what happened yesterday. You know what I mean? It's in the past, guys. We got to move forward. You got great things ahead of you. Let's go get this money. Let's go ahead and get out here and get these blessings. And let's get over the hump, all right? Talk to you guys tomorrow. Y'all have a good one. God bless.